Your boy Drake, y'all, is suing Universal. Drake is suing Universal, y'all. This right here might be the end of Drake's career. Cause one thing you don't do is sue the people who employ you. This might be the end of Drake's career, y'all. I'm telling you, look, something's about to happen to Drake. Just like Diddy, y'all. Remember what I said? They about to do Drake just like they did Diddy. You never bite the hand that feeds you. That's one thing I know for certain. Never bite the hand that feeds you, my nigga. And everybody know that Universal is under that umbrella. They under that umbrella. So now you want to bite the hand that feeds you because you feel they went against you, because they helped somebody else out, because they boosted somebody else. Well, let me tell you something, Drake. Let me tell you something, Drake. They did the same thing for you in the Meek Mill battle. Let me tell you, Drake. They did the same thing for you. The same thing that you're alleging in this lawsuit that Universal did for Kendrick Lamar. They did for you. And you know it. That's why you doing this lawsuit. You ain't doing this lawsuit off of what somebody said to academics. You doing this lawsuit because you know this took place in the same situation when you had the rap beef with Meek Mill. You wasn't on Meek Mill level. The streets wasn't supporting you like they were supporting Meek Mill. But guess what? The bots, the commercials, the industry, Universal, they did the same thing for you that you are claiming they did for Kendrick Lamar. So guess what? Since now you want to bite the hand that feeds you, my nigga, you better be prepared what's about to happen to you, Drake. We could be looking at the fall of Drake within the next 6 to 8 months, y'all. Within the next 6 to 8 months, you will see Drake having financial problems. You will see Drake start losing his catalogs. Watch what I say, y'all. Watch this. Watch what's about to happen. You don't bite the hand that feeds you.
And legal drama, and this is the best one I've ever seen when you understand it. So first, this isn't a lawsuit. It's a petition where Drake is asking the court to require Universal Music Group to give him evidence that he needs to bring a RICO lawsuit and a lawsuit alleging illegal business practices. What he says is, I don't know who the other people were involved with Universal, but under the law, Universal has to tell me who they are so I can sue them for the following: civil RICO, deceptive business practices. What these people did is they used illegal bots to make it seem like Not Like Us was a lot more popular than it actually was. They cite to an academics interview where academics is on stream talking to some dude, and the dude says, I got paid $5,000 and promised a percent of Not Like Us in exchange for delivering 30 million fake bot streams when Not Like Us first launched so that it would seem more popular than it was and the algorithms would bump it up everywhere. What's really interesting about Drake's claim is that if you watch the academics interview, academics questions the veracity, the truth of this guy saying, hey, bro, are you sure? Like, somebody promised you points for bot streams? There's producers and engineers and people who feature on songs who don't get a percent of the song. And somebody promised you. Academics questioned this guy's story. Anyway, Drake's lawyers saw it fit for a filing in a New York state court. And they say, look, this is some evidence of the bots. Then they say that Universal.
Didn't didn't your boy 6ix9ine tell us this already? So this Drake know the game. Drake know how this go. Don't y'all remember 6ix9ine sitting down with academics and 6ix9ine telling us that No matter how good you rap or who you are, you will never be as big as him, because for you to be as big as him, you have to sit down with Spotify. You have to sit down with Apple Music. You got to sit down with Tidal. You have to be connected with these people who get a percentage in your music. And when they get a percentage in your music and more of they have more of a perception and more of a greater advantage to make you look better than you really are. Because if we get a percentage of your music, then we want you to look like you got 30 million views. Remember, everybody knew 6ix9ine wasn't really getting 149 million, 300 million. Remember, 6ix9ine was having videos with 300 million views, 400 million views. Now look at him. Now look at him. Now that the box is not behind 6ix9ine, look at him. You see the difference? It's been going on forever, y'all. It's been going on forever. It's a manipulated system. And the only people that get paid is the streaming services. The rap game is so watered down. It's such a robbery now. They need to take it back to CDs, man. Niggas need to go back to CDs. If niggas are smart, they go back to selling CDs. Either you sell your CD or sell your music on a hard drive. If you was smart, you go back to selling CDs or selling albums on hard drive. Sell your album on a hard drive. Because this streaming shit, it's only people getting paid is the streaming services. And they know that. They could put two, 40 million bots in your song and make you look like you the shit. You're not really getting that money. You just look like you the shit. You think all these local rappers don't know the game? All these local rappers got bots, man. All this shit is bots. Spizzy. What they call it, Sprizzy. You got all, you know how many bot services is out there on Google, y'all? But remember, 6ix9ine said this. 6ix9ine told us this. A lot of people said this already. And like I said, the only reason why Drake noticed is because they did the same thing for you, Drake, in the Meek Mill battle. See, this why I don't like yellow niggas. And I'm yellow. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. This is why I don't like yellow niggas. And I'm yellow. I'm a yellow nigga. But this is why I don't like yellow niggas. Because yellow niggas can't take a L. Yellow niggas don't like to lose. Yellow niggas can't just say, you know what? Okay, the record labels helped you out. I know what it is. You got it. You got it. They did the same thing for me. It was cool when you did it, but it's a problem when they do it for him. That's what I don't like. It was cool when they did it for you, when you got into it with Meek Mill. The same shit they did for Kendrick Lamar is the same shit they did for you when you got into it with Meek Mill. They boosted all your shit. They put bots in all your shit. Let's be honest, Drake. You didn't really win that battle against Meek Mill. Go let the crowd go back and listen to the music. If y'all don't believe me, go back and listen to the Meek Mill and Drake battle and all the music when they was going back and forth with each other. Meek Mill buried them. Meek Mill buried them. But guess what? Drake had the record labels behind him. Drake had Universal behind him. So he got the bots. Drake got the bots. The biggest person was able to get the bots. He got the bots. His songs looked it bigger. He got the most views. So Drake, you know how this go, man. I think you just salty. I think you just salty because your boss salty. I'm gonna keep it real. I think Drake and Lil Wayne sat down, had a conversation, and I think this is what came of it. A lawsuit. Yo, you know they did you dirty, right? You know they paid for bots for that for Kendrick Lamar. You know that, right? This is a cash money thing, y'all. Pay attention. Lil Wayne mad because he didn't get picked for the Super Bowl. Drake signed to Cash Money. Y'all pay attention, man. Pay attention to what's going on. This is all business minded moves. But guess what? When you bite the hand that feeds you, you don't eat long. You never want to out a company like Universal. Not when they the ones that sign your checks. Remember, I'm gonna say that again. You never want to out a company like Universal when they're the ones that sign your checks. You saw what happened with Colin Kaepernick in the NFL. Soon as Colin Kaepernick sued the NFL, he never played another down of football again. Not because he wasn't good enough, because you don't bite the hand that feeds you. You never bite the hand that feeds you. So y'all remember what I said. I'm always right. Within the next 3 to 6 to 9 months, you're going to start seeing Drake liquidating a lot of property. Remember I said that, y'all. You're going to start seeing Drake liquidating a lot of property. He might sell his house. He going to start selling cars. Remember I said that, y'all. He going to start losing business deals, lucrative business deals. Lucrative business deals that he received through Universal. He's going to start losing a lot of shit. Watch. Remember I said it, y'all. I'm always right.
Universal typically takes a cut in order for somebody like Spotify to put a Universal song on Spotify. And that in this case, Universal wanted Not Like Us to be more popular. And so they agreed to take a lower cut and they gave it to Spotify on the low, cheaper. They paid radio for plays that, hey, Universal Music Group, in order to make Not Like Us artificially popular, paid people in radio. Apparently, they claim that all of this is illegal and that it caused damage to Drake by reducing his popularity, getting him less streams. They argue that streaming is a zero-sum game. Every time Not Like Us got streamed, it resulted in Drake not getting a stream because you necessarily can't get a stream if everybody's listening to something else on that day. And they have all these other wild allegations in there, including this idea that Universal is firing people who have loyalty to Drake and preferring people who have loyalty to Kendrick. They also claim that Universal told Drake that, hey, none of this is our problem. Your problems are with Mr. Lamar. You should sue. Kendrick Lamar's last name, by the way, is Duckworth. They say your problems are with Mr. Duckworth. You should sue Mr. Duckworth. And if you sue Mr. Duckworth, maybe we'll jump in there with you. Because what I think is happening here, first off, my mind is spinning because I can't imagine that you're relying on a source that academics questioned and that, but
He's not relying on a source. That's the thing, homie. Come on, man. You know better than that. That's the thing, homie. He's not relying on no source. He know because he went through it firsthand. He's not relying on no source. He went through it. Everybody know that the bots made Drake the biggest and one of the best artists ever. Everybody know that. It wasn't because he was the best rapper. It was an agenda. The agenda was to push Drake. The agenda was to create Drake. Do y'all remember what Drake used to look like when he first started rapping? With the brush cut? Do you remember when Drake first got out, man? My nigga? So y'all don't see the imagery and how they changed his image from when he first started to now with the braids, the baby hair, the beard. Y'all do remember what Drake used to look like, right? It's all about image. They create you. Then they have people write your music. Y'all do remember somebody allegedly came out and told us about everybody who was writing Drake music. Came out that Bryson Tiller was writing this music. Came out that The Weeknd was writing this music. Came out that Q was writing some of his music. Come on, y'all. So it's like, come on. It's like, you know what it is right now? Drake is being replaced with Kendrick Lamar, and he can't take it. He can't fathom the fact that now they about to replace him. See, but everybody know in the music industry, everybody gets replaced, my nigga. They don't let you be the man forever. They don't let everybody be the man forever, my nigga. They want Kendrick Lamar